Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We've reviewed so many shoes this year and this video is all about the very worst shoes that I've reviewed. As you know on the channel, we buy everything 100% with our own money, so we can give you that completely impartial view on all the products we review. These are the bad ones. So sit back, relax, let's get the video done. So we're gonna split this video up into 3 different sections. Firstly, we chat about my worst do-it-all everyday shoe, my worst race day shoe, and then finally my worst easy and recovery run shoe. So starting out, it has to be, I was so disappointed with the New Balance 1080 version 13, a shoe that doesn't even look that good. And how different is this color here versus the colour on the website? So even their photography wasn't very good for this shoe. It just had this super soft midsole that just kind of started soft and for me got softer. We did nearly 70 to 80k in this shoe. Just could never get it going. It has just no life in it whatsoever. Just so soft, so squishy. And because it's so squishy, no stability. Really was some of the things you could really turn an ankle in this thing quite easy if you had some sharp corners. The 1080 used to be such a fantastic do-it-all shoe. You could do everything about 85% well in it. Easy runs, tempo runs, marathon pace, 5k pace. It was the shoe I'd recommend, probably recommended more than any other for anyone getting into our sport. But really, like a lot of manufacturers, they want to make as much money as they can and they want everyone to have an easy shoe, a race day shoe, a recovery shoe. They want everyone to have that 3 or 4 shoe rotation. They've just taken out their best all around everyday shoe and just made it into an easy and recovery shoe only. So you go out and spend some more money with them. Great marketing maybe, but for the people that like to just have one shoe in their lineup, it really was a big disappointment. But here on the channel, we want to give you some much better options as well. So I'd definitely have a look at the all new Nova Blast. It will be coming out very, very soon. The Asics Nova Blast version 4, about £135. If you can find the version 3 for around £100, that is an absolute steal as well. For £160 for this, please don't waste your money. There's some much better options. If you are a big fan of the 1080, buy one of the previous ones. They're all fantastic shoes, really great, fantastic daily shoes. But for me, the 1080 version 13 was a really big miss. The second shoe I really struggled with this year was the Saucony Endorphin Elite. That green shoe, I did a race in it at the Wokingham Half Marathon and did some training sessions in it as well. But for me, the rocker in it and the stiffness of the shoe, it was set up in such an aggressive way. It just put so much strain on my body and I just couldn't get the most out of it. I'm pretty sure it also gave me an injury at the time, which obviously isn't fantastic for confidence. And it just wasn't overly comfortable. That really weird bit at the back of the shoe, rubbing on my Achilles. Not the kind of design I've ever seen before in a shoe. Did struggle with the lockdown. I was getting a little bit of heel slip at the back of the shoe. And so expensive, £280. Just absolutely mind-blowing. It'd be interesting to see when the Alphafly version 3 comes out early next year. Of course we'll get it into review here on the channel. Is that going to go over £300? We've seen a lot of people running in it. I'm really excited to see, but soon these flagship shoes will probably be going over £300 a pair quite easily, which is just very frustrating. Another thing I found with this shoe is it could only do one thing, which was all-out race pace, which you say it's a race shoe. That's fantastic, but it was really uncomfortable for running easy, even sort of steady paces in it. It really only came to life once you get up to marathon pace. So if you spend all that money on the shoe, you are going to have to buy some other shoes to put in your rotation as well. It wasn't the kind of shoe that could do everything. But as I said, I want to recommend some other good options. So if you are a big fan of the Saucony brand, so many people I feel will be much better off in the Endorphin Pro, which is just that one down, a lot cheaper, a lot more comfortable. It's got not quite as stiff, but still a really good rocker in there. I'd definitely recommend saving the money and go with something like the Endorphin Pro. If you're looking for a slightly faster, more lightweight shoe, not quite big and chunky with a max stack height, something for like 5Ks and 10Ks, even a half than the Saucony Speed, stay in the Saucony brand, but those shoes are much more versatile and you have much more fun, a lot more comfortable running in shoes like that. And then finally, my worst sort of recovery easy run shoe was the Nike Invincible version 3. Such a letdown. I think I did around about 6,500 kilometers run in version 1 and version 2 of the Invincibles. Just absolutely loved it to bits. It looked after my legs so well in all the running I was doing. Version 3 came out. I was a little bit worried hearing some reports out there, and unfortunately for me, those reports came true. The heel slip at the back of the shoe was just unbearable. I was lacing it in all sorts of different ways, and I could get the heel slip to reduce, but I couldn't get it to completely go away. So I was just really, really disappointed. It was also pretty heavy and on the chunky side as well. Some people did like the shoe. If you could sort out that heel slip, or you just didn't have it at all, then it was a pretty good all-around shoe. But for so many people who are having this problem with the heel slip, really hope they sort it out for version 4, and I'll look forward to trying that out maybe towards the end of next year. And sticking on the Invincible theme, I ran about 1,750 kilometers in the first half of this year in the Invincible 2s before the 3s came along, and then something else as well. And that shoe actually became my favorite daily shoe of the year. So stick around, that video is coming up next, talking about all about my very best shoes of 2023. Stay tuned, it's coming up now.